What it do, everyone? How are you? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first episode, or if you missed last episode, don't worry, here's another recap. Last time, we did some exploring and found a village that we decided to take some materials from. Then, we headed into the savannah to find a perfect spot to build our house. If you'd like to come see the gameplay live, the link to my Twitch will be in the description below. But now, let's get back to our adventure. To build my house. And I'm going to try and get that built. I'm not sure what logs and stuff I'll use yet. I have a stone grinder. No, not stone grinder. Grindstone that I took. Stone cutter, sorry. That I took. So I'm gonna try and use some stone. Try to use maybe some acacia. I've never built with acacia before. So try to get some new, different woods involved in the build. So I'm not building the same things I'm used to. Try and get some variety in my builds. I might go mining first to get some more stone. I probably should have had some stone cooking, so I can get like stone bricks and such. But I did not do that. I should probably do that. I don't have much stone though. 40 cobblestone. Is that all the cobblestone I have? Hope not. One more piece. That is probably all the cobblestone I have. Oh no, here's some more. I don't think I put this in a blast furnace, though. No, I cannot. That's unfortunate. Okay, so I need to put a regular furnace. Treehouse. I'm not doing a treehouse. The area I picked is not good for a treehouse, really. Well, I had to plant. I could plant trees and build a treehouse, I guess, to get them to grow more with some bone meal. But I'm probably just gonna go for like a nice, kind of like more modern house. For the one we're gonna go for, just for the time being. Like I said, this probably won't be like my forever house. At some point, I'll probably move to try to move to a different spot, get a bigger house built. But it'll be a good like good starter base just to get my bearings, have my own um, stuff in there and everything. I already put my bed and my spawn over there, so if I die, I will spawn over there. But for the most part, it is just going to be actually, I'll probably take this with me. It's just gonna be like a little nice little smart house. Apartment. Yeah, you can call it an apartment. It'll probably be like an apartment. I could build an apartment building. That'd take too long. I'm not doing that. I might do that at some point. That might be a goal at some point during one of these streams. I should sleep. I feel like I don't know where to start with building an apartment complex. I guess I don't really have a point to build an apartment complex. It's just me on here. So the apartment complex wouldn't really be that well. More maybe like a condo or something. Yeah, like a condo. Condo is kind of what I'd go for. Or maybe like like a little college in the cottage in the woods, not a college. I'm not building a college in the woods. I don't think anyone wants to build a college in the woods. So someone build like an apartment. I saw someone build like an apartment or hotel for their villagers. That is a good point. I could do that because there is a village nearby. So yeah, I might do that actually. What did I just pick up? Okay, sapling. I might do that actually. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. It would help with organize. It was massive. Yeah, I'd imagine so. They probably had a lot of villagers. Um, Especially if they were just like doing it to just kind of like for like trading and stuff, because trading halls and like those kinds of things could be a massive undertaking. I've never built one myself. At least not like a big one. I've built small ones before, but never anything like substantial. I had one where I had a few I had like two Fletchers, which is the ones that sells like the bows and the arrows. because they're good because they, which I think they might be reworking the some of the villager trades. So that might be something that changes. I don't know how much they're gonna change it or when that update's coming, but I know they mentioned that they were probably gonna update the villager trades. Hello. Um, and make it. I don't know what they're gonna do to it. I know they've already updated it once before. In the what update was that? I can't remember what update it was. I think it was. It wasn't that long ago. It might have been with the Copper Golem update actually. Um, it was it was a trading hall there. I mentioned any of the stuff before. I think I maybe traded once or twice and never of my own volition. What do you mean not of your own volition? How do you trade without your? How do you trade without your own volition? You have to go through and click the what? Did someone force you to trade? Did I force you to trade? That might have been my fault. Ah, okay. Gotcha. That makes sense. Trading can be very useful to get um, like materials and stuff early or like good tools early. If you find you get a villager thing set up, you can have it. I didn't mind these blocks. You can have some good tools by like not too late into the game. And a lot of them have like good enchantments for you that you can trade for with the librarian. Have good tools you can trade with the blacksmith. But yeah, there's a lot you can do with villagers. I might get into that some and try and get like a villager place set up because that would be very useful. But I'm not sure where I'd start with it. Yeah, I'm no idea where I'd start with that. I've seen like I said before, like last stream, I've seen like Mumbo and all those guys on like the Hermitcraft server play build like automatic like villager breeding farms and like villager halls and all that kind of stuff. But I have no idea where I'd even start, and they usually had to go like a long ways away to find a good spot for it. And I don't really have an elytra or a quick way to get around, so I'm not really too fussed about making one like a villager breeding thing. But I would like to have some villager trading thing at some point in this world. I think that would be a cool thing to have and would let me get further pretty easily. Just need a probably mainly like a librarian, blacksmith, armor armorsmith, and a is there a weaponsmith? I think there's a weaponsmith as well. I should trade. I just don't know how it works because I'm under the impression that you need emeralds for all that, and I usually don't have any. For some trades, you need emeralds, but there's some villagers that you can get that you can find that will trade for things like coal or wheat or sticks, like the Fletcher. He'll trade for sticks. That's a good one because you can easily make a lot of sticks, obviously, just by collecting wood. But yeah, there's a lot of ways you can get into trading and get into some stuff like that. Like I think one, I don't remember who it is. I think it's a blacksmith, but they'll take like 16 coal. Like they offer different trades and they offer different things for them, but it just depends on what you find. And obviously, you can change their jobs because that's just how it is. You can change your jobs, but you have to break the block that they currently have an attachment to, because they do get attached to. Why is it raining over here? Not over here. Oh, now it's raining over here. No, it's not. That's weird. But yeah, there's. I forgot what I was saying. I got distracted by the rain. Which way did I come from? Uh, which way did I come from? I came from this way, right? Yeah, I came from this way. I also have not touched the archaeology update. I know absolutely nothing about that beyond the sniffer and like a brush. And I think suspicious saying I haven't touched it either, so I can't really help you in that sense, or give any type of input on that. My apologies, I had to sneeze. I cannot give any type of update on that or any advice on that because I've not touched it either. All I know is the brush and the sniffer. I've never seen a sniffer like in survival, like purely in survival. I've seen it like in like other worlds and stuff, like already spawned in, but I've never found a sniffer like egg on my own before. Mainly because I don't entirely know how it works. But I try it in this world. If I can find a desert, I would absolutely love to try it. I think you have to find certain structures. Or am I wrong? Or do you have to find it? Or is it they in the desert temples? They might spawn in the pots and stuff might spawn in the desert temples somewhere. I can't remember exactly where they spawn or how they work. And I need to make a brush as well. And I don't think a brush is hard to make. Now that I think about it, but they might have made some changes. I haven't touched it. I doubt they've changed it, but it doesn't hurt to check. Yeah, brush, copper ingot, feathering stick. Yeah, I could make a brush, but I don't know where any desert or any sand is right now. I don't think, unless I passed the desert and I forgot, which is likely, because my memory is atrocious. I should probably fix these iron chest plates. This one and this one are. I don't. Is there thorns 3? I don't remember if there's thorns 3 or not. I think thorns only goes up to 2. No, I think it is a thorns 3. I think. If I combine these two, that'd be a pretty good chest plate. I have some bottles of enchanting that would be useful. I thought I had more bottles of enchanting, but I guess not. That's pretty good too. More aluminum, more iron. And I wonder if, I still don't know if they've added more ores. I meant to look into that, but I forgot. I got caught up with some other stuff. I need to... Can I have a book and quill? I found a book and quill. Where'd it go? Book and quill, book and quill, book and quill, book and quill. Did I not find a book and quill? I did. Okay, I'm blind. Sorry. I'm going to write down coordinates. What are the coordinates? I can't see the coordinates actually. Negative 12, 16, 74, 27, 21. Can someone read that back to me? I forgot what the coordinates were again. Negative 12, 16. Let me change that then actually. It's going to be negative. Negative 12, 16. 74. 27, 21. Okay. Now, I just need to make sure I don't publish this book. I think that's the thing that you need to do. I think, as long as I don't sign it, I think I should be good to just have this. I'm going to keep this on me at all times, anytime I go anywhere. I probably shouldn't write down the coordinates for this home. I probably should do that for my other house, but it is what it is. I can always write down the new coordinates. Maybe there's a non-spoiler resource for Bedrock somewhere. I don't know how that would work though. I probably would have to just accept the fact that I'd be spoiled on some things, because obviously, if there's a resource that's used for something, and that's the only thing it's used for, it kind of is impossible to not spoil it, unless you're. I don't know. I don't think there's any way you could avoid spoiling certain things in this. But I think that just comes with playing a new kind of world situation. Because you don't know everything about it, obviously, and it's not like they give you a rundown of everything that they added. They give you a rundown of some things, but it's not anything like massive that they're telling you. Obviously, they're not going to tell you every single thing that they've added. That would defeat the purpose, kind of you experiencing it, because you just read about everything in the book, and that would have to make things not as fun, I think. Yeah, but there might be a resource out there. I'll look after stream, see if there's a resource I can find, like a wiki or something that I can find to have on standby just in case I need to look something up. I guess only looking things up as you come across it, like looking up what tin in the Luna is used for specifically, not what new ore they added as a whole. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I was just worried that looking up the new ores that it take me to a page, or looking at what aluminum and tin are used for, that it send me to a page with all of the ores listed is the only thing I'm worried about. Like usually a wiki does. But if I guess if they have, sorry, hold on, I need to remember what I was doing. I'm talking but not getting anything done. What am I doing? What am I doing? What did I come back here for? What did I come back here for? I don't think I mentioned what I came back here for. I probably should have did that to help myself out. I have the iron going downstairs. I have a bottle of chanting. What was I doing down here? What did I come back here for? I still don't know what the recovery compass does. I think that's a regular Minecraft thing, which I think is something to do with ancient cities. But I don't know anything about ancient cities, so that is lost on me. I know roughly that like there's a lot of chests in the ancient city. I also hate being in ancient city because I don't like the warden. I don't like that whole area as a whole because I'm impatient mainly is my problem. And it's my fault. I know I could take like wool and that'll kind of like I think that'll soften my footsteps or something so they can't hear me if I walk on wool. But I'm not 100% sure if that's how that works. I think it is, but I haven't tried it myself or anything to verify that. I can't remember what I came back here for. I'm just gonna sleep. I didn't rest on this monster nearby. Well, that's unfortunate. And they go away. How they still counting monsters nearby this high up? Hold on. Let me. Okay, I guess I just can't sleep yet. There's monsters nearby, so not really I can do that. Befriend Warden? I don't think he can be befriended. He is angry, and he has senses you by your steps and movement by sonic waves, if I'm not mistaken, or not sonic waves, but like your just by your footsteps, and he can spawn and immediately kill you, which is not fun, and not something that I want to be a part of. Not sleep yet. No, there are monsters nearby. Why are there monsters nearby? Can they go away? I can't see any monsters. Probably should have slept before monsters started spawning. Wouldn't be friend no matter what they say. Name him Reginald. No. No Reginald. Only Reginald is Reggie Rock. Why is Reggie Rock Reginald? The other one's not Reginald? Because this was Reggie Rock, so Reggie Reginald. That's his name. That's his full name. That's his full legal government name. Can I sleep? I left my cobblestone back at the other house, so I can't really do anything with the stone cutter. I'm gonna take the stone cutter with me, because I'm gonna need that over there. I don't know why I placed it down here. Is there anything I want to use? I don't have an abundance of the blackstone stuff, so I don't want to use that, because I don't want to depend on it for builds and everything, and not have enough of it to do anything with it. The only thing I have an abundance of right now that I can get easily is cobblestone and wood. that's probably what it's gonna be. I might do like some brick corners for the pillars for the corners, like an acacia floor. Get some glass, get a window going, get some windows going, get a nice roof. It's probably something very simple in for right now. Maybe put all the stuff you're moving in the backpacks. I should. I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm moving yet. I'm just kind of I'm just kind of standing here confused, waiting for it to become daytime. To be honest, 'cause I can't sleep. Yeah, there's monsters nearby, so I can't sleep. I don't know why there's just a constant monster outside the house. I might need to build like a second floor at the other spot, or at least light it up. I probably should have lit up around this house, but I didn't think about it. I should probably do that actually. I'm gonna take some torches with me, so I can write down. So I can light up the area around me. Take the library. You should probably take the library too. What library? The library? Oh, do you mean the books? Is that what you mean by the library? I'm gonna assume that's what you mean. I probably will take those too. I should probably. I could do something with deer hide. I could turn deer hide into leather? Yeah, I could turn deer hide into leather using. Was it a stone dagger that I needed? Turn the deer hide into leather? Or does that need like an actual like leather rack, like drawing rack? Like a, yeah, whatever it's called. I need a flint, that's what it was. And it gives me 2 per. Yeah, I'll take the books. I'm not gonna take them right now because I don't want to overload the stuff that I have over there and potentially risk it getting blown up by a creeper or something. So I'm not gonna take everything yet. I'm gonna wait till I get a good foundation going first. I should probably make a shovel so I can clear out an area. That's not click. Spear. That's the Minecraft spear. But I need to make the other spear. Spear. What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? I need flint for that one. Okay, why do I need flint for it? That flint doesn't make sense. Does that make sense? That might make sense. I don't know how you make a spear in real life, so I don't know if that makes sense or not. I don't know if you need flint and iron. I thought you would have just needed the the iron. But I guess you have to turn the iron into the shape of like an arrowhead to make a spear. So I guess that does make sense. You're using the spear to using the flint to shape the iron head. Make spear by eat it. No, thank you. I will not be eating metals unless I could. Unless that would help me actually. If I could eat metals, I would. I don't know why I would eat metals. What am I doing? I need to get out of here. I'm just standing around not doing nothing. Let's go back and try to get some. Man, I want some orange chicken. You should probably eat at some point if you haven't already. I don't think you can get orange. You might be able to get orange chicken. I don't know. I don't know if there any. Well, I'm pretty sure places probably are still open. I don't know whether or not you'd be able to get some, or if there's any place around you to get orange chicken. But if you want orange chicken, go make some orange chicken. I'm sure that'd be fine. You might not have to make orange chicken. You can get orange chicken somehow. I just don't know how. I don't know what your limitations are. And I don't want to assume. What's that? The zombie just died? I think a zombie just died. Or there's a cave underneath here. And I'm done for. I should probably count this actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 12. When the dead says Jade and the GG'd, I have nothing to say about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I know it needs to be uneven for it to be right. I'm going to go a little bit further. I think this 12. What is this again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That should be good. An 18 by 13. I think that should be fine. I think that's big enough. It might be too much, but I think that's good enough. I think that's a big enough house. For the time being, I think it'll do. Now, let's hope I can get this house to look good. That's my main goal. Because my houses usually don't look good. Big tiny house. Yes, exactly. It's big for a small house. Exactly. I don't know. I don't make good houses though, so it might look ugly. But that's the goal, is to get better and not have a house that looks ugly. So we're gonna hope and pray that is the case. Because if it's not, well, it's just gonna be an ugly house, and I want you guys to see it in every stream from now on. This is just an ugly house. But if it's ugly, it is what it is. I'll try my best to keep it from happening. Last house I built wasn't that bad. The last house I built was pretty good, but I got inspiration from like a tutorial that I saw. Well, I didn't watch the tutorial, but I saw a thumbnail from a house building tutorial that I saw. I thought it looked cool. It had like a cobblestone base with a wooden top on it, which I think was cool. But I do think that I did not make good use of the cobblestone basement part. Well, I guess it wasn't really a basement, because a basement is typically below ground, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what qualifies as a basement. So it's just an extension of the house that's below ground, right? Is that the definition of a basement? Or is this any... No, because it has to be that, because then that would mean like the first floor of someone's house would be qualified as a basement otherwise, because it's a bottom part of the house. I think that's right. I'm gonna assume that's right and not check my resources. What's that? Stone cutter. Stone cutter. Put that down. Like this. What do I want? But did it add? No, it doesn't add any. I want some of these. Some of these. I don't know how many exactly I need. I'll get 30. That should be enough. And I'm just gonna place dirt here in the corners, so I can start from. I'm not wasting them on parts that won't be seen. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, was that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 5. Okay. Thought I miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to fill the floor in with acacia. I don't know how much acacia I need. I hope this is enough. Well, probably should have kind of kept track how much dirt I have. I have how many stacks of dirt? I have 3 stacks of dirt and it's 56. So it's not going to be enough acacia. The arches and stuff are trapdoors and stairs. I don't trust myself enough to do that properly, but I will give it a try just to see how it goes, because I'm not opposed to it. I do like that the last time I did it, but that was mainly because I followed a tutorial on how to build it. I don't remember much from that tutorial because I was following more than just like figuring out the way to do it, which probably is not a good way to do the tutorial. I should probably be trying to pay attention and figure it out on my own, but that's not what I did. So we're gonna wing it and see what happens, and hopefully my house doesn't turn out atrocious. Ow! These are tall trees. So I hope you guys are fine with me just playing, streaming from my Xbox, because that's kind of like a main option right now. It's a main source of streaming currently. Because with the current market, I'm not able to get a PC at this time, mainly because of the expensive prices of PC parts with the shortages and everything going on. Yeah, I know the shortages have been made it very difficult for a lot of people to get like just RAM in general. And I know there's also like a GPU shortage, if I'm not mistaken, which also is making prices of those go up. I'm gonna pop you on the TV for maximum cozy time. That is fine with me. Wherever you want to watch, you can watch. But yeah, I know. Yeah, I just need to. That's just my main thing right now. I know there are some things that are lacking. Like I know like some like alerts and everything. I know there's some alerts and everything that are not being. They're not being. Sorry, I was hitting someone. There was a bot or an account coming in for bot viewers again. But yeah, I know that a lot of people are not able to make or get a lot of parts and stuff for their specifically RAM and GPUs for an appropriate price, which sucks. It mainly is from the I think it's from I think it's mainly like the AI data center situation. I'm not too versed in exactly everything to do with it, because I've been too preoccupied with other things to really keep track of it. But I know prices have gone up. Like I saw the other day, like a a pack of two 16 gigabytes of RAM was like $400 or $500, which I feel like is an insane amount of money for that. But that could just be me not being very much into the PC space, but I feel like that's expensive. But I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. But I could be, so who knows? But I hope everyone else here is able to get whatever they need to get for their like PCs and everything. I'll probably be streaming more things once I do get a PC. Try to get some other games going. One game I do want to play at some point on stream is Hytale. This Hytale looks really fun. If it doesn't, I know it's supposed to. I know they talked about it coming to console, but that probably won't be till it's out of early access, and that'll probably be a while before they get out of early access, considering it just dropped. But I know they're up. They've been updating pretty regularly, so I know that has been something that I think it just came out with an update for Hytale, or they're coming out with an update this weekend to add like necromancy and stuff. I watched some people play it or play Hytale. It looks like such a fun game. I know I know a lot of people are going to compare it to Minecraft, which is understandable because it was originally a thing on Minecraft, like to be made in Minecraft, but things changed and things worked out differently. But I'm glad that they finally got it out. I know it was in development for a very long time. I think it got sold. Or no, did it get sold? It might not have gotten sold. I know it was in development for a long time. Then the original creator bought it back from was it Riot? I think it was Riot they bought him back from, if I'm not mistaken. Then he put the game out fairly quickly from when he bought it, which was good because I know a lot of people were waiting for it, and I know a lot of people were giving it the treatment of like, oh, this is it's a pipe dream, it's never gonna come out. But when I first heard of Hytale, I thought it was something cool. I thought it was a cool thing that they wanted to do. And I'm glad that they were able to finally execute it because I feel like it's a fun game that's gonna make a lot of people, uh, like it's gonna draw in a lot of people that maybe weren't like excited about it or anything. But I've been excited about it. I just haven't had a way to play it, sadly. But it is what it is. You give me anything? No, you just gave me. Oh, you gave me a lot of raw pork. Okay, so I guess he just dropped more in general. I thought they just dropped loot, not just like ran more of their thing that they already dropped. That's cool. So I need to look out for enchanted mobs, especially if I'm looking for food, because they'll apparently give more food. So that's good. Or at least that one did. I don't know if every enchanted like mob or animal gives more food. I just assume that they do because I have no other bases to go off of, and I'm not gonna have enough cobblestone to only finish this. Okay, I have to go get some cobblestone then. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. I want to get like a little farm. I probably put out an area for a farm at some point to dotted sheep. I didn't know to actually specify that it was dotted sheep. I thought it'd just be a sheep, like just reskinned. I don't doubt they act any different. But there are some. I don't have any other add-ons on this because I wasn't sure how much like processing would need to be done with this. So I didn't know if any issues would happen with this. So I might add some more in the future, just to add some other things to it. Like I know I can't use realistic biomes though. Realistic biomes lag so bad for me for some reason. I have no idea why. Like I've tried turning like some of the settings off, certain settings off just to make it like run properly, but it just won't run properly. And it could have been a conflict of of add-ons. I wouldn't think it would be an issue really, considering I've ran the same add-ons before with more add-ons and different ones, and it ran fine. So I don't know what the issue was about with realistic biomes. But I know they're supposed to add biomes aplenty. The Java mod is getting a port to Bedrock. I think it's supposed to come out sometime in February. I think early February. That's when it's supposed to be releasing. My brain blank. Why am I here? What am I here for? Yeah, but my brain is blanking on what day it was. I think is it the 2nd of February? Maybe the 2nd of February when it's supposed to come out. I think so at least. Not. Is it the 2nd of February? I know sometime in February. I've watched Echo Soldier do a lot of do some videos with showing it off with different add-ons to show just the compatibility and everything. I know it might not be compatible with like every single add-on, but I don't think that's possible to have it with every single add-on. But obviously I'm sure they've gotten the add-on compatibility as good as they can, so that people don't have any issues with trying to use it with other add-ons and trying to add a bunch of add-ons. I know there are people that play with a lot of add-ons. What I usually play with is just Essentials, Tree Capitator. What else do I have on? I have on mute usually. I have on Waystones. Cause that got a Bedrock port. So the official Waystone thing that's on Java, it got a port. So I use that. I use Crops and farms. That's a that's a cool one. It adds a lot of different foods. It adds like gender. It adds like not biomes, genders to animals. So you have to have the right gender for the animals to breed, which is kind of cool. But I had issues finding the male versions of animals a lot whenever I was playing it. But that's something that I don't know if it was just a thing of being unlucky or if it was something that I changed. I don't think it was. I didn't change anything, so I don't know what the issue was of why I wasn't finding the male mobs that much. But that was an issue I had. I don't know if that's like a known issue, if that was just a me thing or me getting unlucky. It probably was just me getting unlucky. That's the main thing of that world. Because I am not a very lucky person when it comes to games. I'm very unlucky with most things that I do in games. I just kind of hope for the best and hope things work out and that I don't end up dead or running for my life. Which, depending on the game, it's not very easy. And I missed some of these trees, so I'm just going back to cut these down. So I don't have just random floating leaves hogging the area and letting stuff spawn. Because I don't want to be building and get randomly blown up. We're going to make sure I cut down all of these trees. And all the leaves and everything. I thought I got them all, but apparently I didn't. Yeah. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh yeah, cobblestone. It's cobblestone smelted a lot, not too much, but I have enough to finish, so it's fine. I wish there was a. Oh wait, I can make logs. I can make logs with these planks, can I? I don't know what they look like though. Do I not have enough? Log. I don't have enough. I'm gonna get some more logs. I'm gonna cut down another tree. Try to get the logs, see what those look like. Cause I have no idea what those look like. Some of them used for like pillars. But I don't know how they would connect to other things. And look connected to like an actual block. I'm sure they probably thought about it, so I'm sure it has to look somewhat fine. So it can work properly, people can actually use it. But it can be like a issue with some things. I don't know if it's because of vibrant visuals, but the case it looks like resin bricks. They really do look like resin bricks. I know there's resin in the game. That's a hell forest thing. But yeah, they kind of do look like resin bricks, which probably is vibrant visuals doing that. But I don't know if Bedrock has its own like shaders or anything that it adds. I went too short, too short. I think too short. They should be done. Yeah, we'll let the rest of that smelt. Just in case I need more bricks or something. I might try to do like a brick, like a brick roof. That might be too much of a one thing. Would be too much stone to look at altogether. So maybe I won't do that. I'll have to think about it and try and see what works best. I'd like to sleep, please. It's nighttime enough. I'm gonna eat because I can't sleep yet. Can I sleep now? Thank you. I don't want things to spawn around me and blow up my house that I don't have finished yet. So it wouldn't really matter if they blew it up that much, to be honest with you. But I would like for them to not get blown to smithereens. Or smithereens. I should also get sand at some point. I haven't seen much sand, I don't think. I don't think I've seen a desert or anything. But like I said, my memory is horrible, so I might have passed the desert at some point, but not a desert that's coming to memory. Where is the center? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So that should be good. That should be that. That. I'm gonna put a. Yeah, okay, that is right. I'm gonna put a block of glass above the door. I think that'll look good. I'm gonna fill in these and have some windows in those areas. I should really go try to see if I can find a desert so I can get some windows. The roof, lack of roof isn't too much of an issue because the only thing I'd be able to get in is spiders, and that's not really that much of an issue to deal with. But I'd rather not creepers randomly walking through the window where the windows are supposed to be, and I don't really know about what to do with that. I've seen people do like fences with windows and stuff, but I don't know entirely the best way to do that. I also have seen people do like a glass pane mixed with glass block situation. I'm not sure the best way to do that either. As you'll probably catch on, I'm not sure about the best way to do anything when it comes to building. I am a survival player. I survive. That is usually my main goal, and that is usually my only goal. And usually my friends are the ones that take care of making things look nice, because I have the design sense of a that's awesome of a 30-year-old, a 80-year-old man. Well, usually any age man, but most yeah issues with designing things. Or at least I have issues. I'm not gonna put any guy into that. I'm sure there are guys that don't have that issue, but I just suck at designing things, and so I usually let other people handle that, so I'm not embarrassing myself with trying to delve into an expertise that I'm not part of. But I do want to get better. I do plan to get better. That's what this world is for. One of the things that this world is for is trying for me to get better at building specifically, because I'm pretty alright at Minecraft, I think. Just the main letdown is the building aspect. Like, I know you can get to like terraforming, making the land look good. I'm not that deep into it yet. I would like to get to a point to where I can do that kind of thing and like terraform like amazingly, make everything around it look absolutely beautiful. But that's not where I am at this point. That is okay, because I will get better. And everyone can get better at things as long as they put in the time and the effort. I know sometimes things are hard to get into, so it is what it is. It is what it is, and it be what it be. Come back here to make another shovel. Shovel. Do I have wood on me? I do. I'm dumb. Of course I have wood on me. Shovel. Let's go try to find some sand. I'm gonna put these doors away because I don't need those. Let's go try to find some sand. That away, I don't need those right now. That away. What direction? What direction? Let's go in this direction. Oh wait, there's sand over there. I can use that sand, I think. As long as it's not over a pit or anything. I'm gonna fall in and die. Is this sand good? Or will this break a barrier? I shouldn't break a sand barrier or anything, so I'm gonna take this sand. Sand should be fine. Oops. Maybe not that sand, but this sand. Yeah, this sand is fine. Sand isn't holding anything. I don't want to get a bunch of. I don't want water spilling everywhere. Make it hard for me to pick up blocks and pick up sand and dig the sand. I think as long as it's not too deep, it shouldn't be too much of an issue with getting the sand. Should be pretty straightforward, pretty simple. But I don't know how much I need exactly though. So I probably should have figured that out before I left the house. I'm just gonna try and get like a stack and hope that's enough. And it should be enough. I don't have too many windows. So a stack should be good. There's more sand over here. There's more sand right here actually. I'm gonna take that, thank you. Try to get a stack. I do want to play some Pokemon too at some point. Once I get a PC, I'd love to. I'd love to get more into playing some like Pokemon ROMs. Like I know I've only played Scarlet and Violet, Legends of Arceus, and Legends ZA. With ZA, I didn't finish the DLC. I don't know how much far into the DLC, and then I haven't touched it since. Mainly because it's very grindy DLC. It feels like, and that's not exactly what I enjoy when it comes to games. I don't mind grinding to get materials or to get things that I need. It's just for some reason it felt a lot more tedious in that. But I do want to play like Emerald Imperium, Radical Red. I know there are other ROM hacks. Legends Gaia. No, not Legends Gaia. There's one called Gaia, isn't it? I think there's one called Gaia. I can't remember what it is. Exactly that. I can't remember the exact name or what the game is a ROM hack of. I do know that there are a lot of ROM hacks, and that there are some very good ROM hacks. Ones that kind of like add, ones that add new areas, that add like whole new towns and cities and I forgot what I was saying. And new stories and like characters. Obviously, most of them add new characters, but I think is it called the Earth? No, not that's. I'm thinking of Elden Ring, that Earth Tree. It's called the. What did I come back here for? I keep forgetting what I come back here for. Oh, I needed more coal. But there's. Is it called Yggdrasil? I think that's what it's called. Is one that I've seen someone play. That looked like a lot of fun. I would love to play that at some point. But like I said, this all hinges on me getting a PC. So hopefully I'm able to get one soon. Sooner rather than later. But that might not be possible with current climate of PC building. I was thinking about getting a pre-built. But it seems like most pre-built sites and companies that I find have some kind of like glaring issue. Like I know NZXT has some issues. I know iBuyPower has some issues. Core is it called Core Power, or is that the same thing as iBuyPower? I can't remember if that's the same thing as iBuyPower or not. But I know most of them have some issues, and most people will tell you just to get the parts yourself and get a pre-built. But it might be easier to get most people would tell you not to get pre-built and just build it yourself because you have more control over the parts and what goes in it, and you know how to put it together or how to fix things if it breaks, and it's easy to replace and switch out parts and upgrade. And I guess some of them, sometimes the pre-built PCs, they're a bit, I guess, hard to upgrade. But I guess sometimes they'll have certain things in them. And I know sometimes that they have it. Sometimes they don't exactly stick to what they say. Is what I've seen sometimes as well. I don't know. I know that's is like mainly NZXT thing. Like I know I heard they were doing like bait and switches with some of the parts, and so they would switch out the parts without really saying anything to people, which not it's not a good thing to do. But at the end of the day, yeah, no, not the end of the day, they need to make money. That's just not a good thing to do, especially when people are paying that much for like a pre-built PC that they can depend on and get stuff done with, and know that they have the best thing that they asked for. So if you guys do have any recommendations for pre-builts, like places to get pre-builts from, I would greatly appreciate it because I'm in the market for a PC, but I'm also fine with it waiting. If I have to wait to build my own PC, just buy the parts myself and build it myself. I never built a PC though. I have a laptop currently, which is not the best laptop. It was given to me. It was given to me as a gift. I would have just. I wouldn't have bought this laptop, but It's a laptop I have, so I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta work with what I have. But yeah, hopefully I can get a PC soon. But like I said, I've never built one. I only had one when I was younger, and it was like an HP or like a Dell Tower. So it wasn't exactly like top line or anything, but it was what we had. Can't remember whatever happened to it. I think we got rid of it for some reason. I don't know why we got rid of it. It doesn't seem like I don't remember having any issues really. We just had like a family PC. We just keep in the house. But I guess we got rid of it, just rearranging the house at some point, and it just wasn't doing the best. So we just got rid of it, which sucks. But I don't think I would have been able to do anything with it at this point in time. What is it? Waystone. I don't know what the name is. Jungle, I guess, because right by Jungle. I really want to get that Waystone key that you can get to let you teleport to from any Waystone from wherever you are. That would be a good, nice thing to have. I don't need that gravel. I don't need this. Anything else I don't need? I don't need these. I picked it back up. I don't need these. Go away. I don't need this either. Go away. I don't want these. Go away. But yeah, I would love to build a PC. I watched a lot of PC content. Well, not as much. I used to watch a lot of PC content and stuff like like PC building content and stuff like that, and just PC parts in general. Like I used to watch a lot of Linus Tech Tips, Gamers Nexus, Jay's 2 Cents. I think is another one that I used to watch. But those are the main three that I watched. For the most part, there wasn't really anyone else that I necessarily watched that much. And I'm sure there were probably other people that I found that I used to watch. Oh, another one was that I found recently in getting more back into PC stuff is Zach's Tech Turf. He's a good one. I like him. I know he has some pre-rolls, but his stays sold out most of the time, so it's kind of hard to get a PC from his site. Another place I know I have a good rest of the stream, but thank you. You have a good rest of your day. I know you have stuff to go do, so I hope that goes out well. But yeah, thank you for being here for the stream since the beginning. Um, but yeah, I know one Zach's Tech Turf. Another one is like MZZT. It's MZMT, something like that. And I've seen his stuff. I don't know how reputable their stuff is, though. I've seen not necessarily the best stuff with them. The people have said they haven't had the best experience, but I think that was mainly in the customer service department that they had issues with. but they weren't getting any like communication back for an issue they had. Can't remember exactly what the issue was. Sorry, Pig, I don't need you to go away. Do you like biscuit carrot too? You don't like okay, so you don't like wild carrots. Okay, that's good to know. I thought you would have liked both carrots, so I guess they're different carrots technically. But I thought they would like either one, but I guess not. So yeah, I want to get more into. I've been slowly getting more back into PC content. It's just something that I've kind of like fell out of because I did go to I went to a major school, not a college, but just a major school. Like instead of my base high school for my last 2 years of for my last 2 years of high school. So then I did computer science there, and that kind of I was very much into computer science, and I loved computers. I wanted to work on computers and like repair computers a lot. But after going to the major school, that kind of died out. It's not really something that I try to do career-wise or anything to do with computer science. But I know it can be a fun thing for a lot of people. So I have a friend that is going into computer science. He was networking, but he got tired of networking and went over to computer science. So no, he's doing that and working on that. But yeah, I just haven't. I've been trying to just find what I enjoy doing. Honestly, there's been a lot of stuff that I've wanted to do that I've tried that I would like to do, but don't have the space, or time, or funds. Like one thing that I really want to get into is woodworking. Woodworking looks like such a fun thing to do to me. I mean, because I like working with my hands and making things. That's what makes me happy, and I enjoy doing that. As long as I'm building or making something with my hands, I'm pretty good for the most part. And just as long as I have like time to get other things done, not just be doing that 24/7. But that's why I haven't gone into it in a career. Something I've also gotten into is leatherworking. I have a lot of I have a roll of leather. Yeah, I guess a roll of leather. Still is like red leather that I still have a good bit of left because I fell out of it for a while. So it was something that I wasn't. I don't know. Just things started to get difficult, and I was putting myself to a standard that a beginner probably shouldn't be at, and comparing myself to other people that like I've seen like other channels, the channels I've seen do leatherworking, and just like from other works that I've seen people do like from on like Reddit. So that's been something I've been trying to deal with and get away from, so I can actually enjoy doing leatherworking again. And right now, I'm lacking glue. My main issue that I'm having, I need to order some more glue because the last one I had, it just kind of it kind of what's the word? It solidified, and I couldn't get it to come back. And I was worried that also that it might have molded underneath it, so I didn't deal with that. So I just dumped it and cleaned it out. I didn't dump it down the sink though. I dumped it outside because it is water based, and I didn't know if that would be. It's water based, so I didn't think it would be an issue to dump down the sink, but I didn't just in case. I don't know how many people you. I don't know how many of you are interested in leatherworking or have looked into leatherworking or anything, but I know it can be a fun thing to do. It can be very rewarding. One thing I did like my main wallet that I use is a wallet that I made. And I've been using that for I don't know how many years now, like at least a year or two. I've been using it, and it's holding together pretty good. And I like the way it looks. I love the way that it looks. I love the leather. I love working with leather. It's just a very nice, relaxing thing to do. The stitch not my main issue with it that I had that kind of like drove me out of it was the problems with the punching the holes, like punching the stitching holes, because that the desk that I have is very not level, because my floor isn't level. So I had to deal with that issue, and that was causing some strife. That was annoying because every time I do it, every time everything on the desk would kind of just wobble and start to like fall off and tumble over, and that was kind of annoying when I was trying to work and punch stitching holes, and then I'd get like something would fall, and it knock my hand out of place, or it knocked the piece out, like the piece from out from like under my hand, or if I just get hit by something that fell, it'd just be annoying trying to deal with that all the time. So I have to find a different spot in my house to punch the holes. Other than that, um, there's not really many issues with it for me. And it's something that I very much want to get into because I know you can make very high quality. I would like to get to a point where I can make very high quality. Um, I want to get to a point where I can make very high quality, like other items, like purses, wallets, um, like bags, satchels, belts. Even I know you can make belts. Uh, I I would love to get to a point where I could even like consider making like my own like leather jacket, but I know that's so far fetched. I feel like, and I know there are obviously people that can do it because obviously are like leather jackets, real leather jackets are a thing, obviously. But I know it's a very difficult process. You need to be very good at leatherworking, and I think most of them have like other machines and stuff to make it easier, like a stitching, like not stitching machine, like a sewing machine that's made for leatherworking. I know that makes it a lot easier for people. I'd like to get one of those because I don't like stitching that much. It's something that tires out my hands very quickly. So it's not something that I try. It's not something that I enjoy doing that much, but it can also be very therapeutic and just kind of calming and relaxing to do. So I do enjoy that aspect of it. But I just like making stuff with my hands. I'm a very hands-on person. I always have been, even in school. That's why I enjoyed very much like the agriculture class that we had. It was an agriculture and woodworking class, so we did both. But I very much enjoyed like either building something like in the building something like wooden in the shop, and I also enjoyed being out in the like school garden that we had and getting stuff done there, like planting stuff and just getting stuff, um, just making like planting different things, make sure stuff is planted properly, make sure it grows properly. We would have like a community drive. I guess it's not a community drive, or like a community farmers market. I feel like a school farmers market where we'd sell all the stuff that we'd grown for the school, and that was pretty fun. I did enjoy that, but it's not something that lasted very long. I would have wished that I had more chances to do like woodworking and all that kind of stuff before, but none of the schools I went to, the two schools that I went to didn't have anything else like that, and I left. When I left, I was just kind of like I had to figure it out, kind of on my own. So I did make. There's some things that I did make that I liked, but there is a lot of stuff that I did not figure out. Still not figured out that I need to figure out. But it is something that I would love to get into again is woodworking because it looks very fun, and I'd love to make like my own like chair or my own like like box, like storage box or something with like the hinges and right the wood that I want, make it look the way I want, painted the way I want, with the materials and stuff that I want, like um, the hinges and like the locking mechanism. I think that'd be fun. But I would hope I get to that point at some point soon. Well, not soon, probably not soon, but at some point. within the near future, so I can. I've already been here, okay. So I can experience doing that kind of stuff because it is something that I enjoy. And sadly, there's no like what they call like guilds or I guess like unions is probably another name. Like around me, really. The closest one is like 2 or 3 hours away, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't want to drive like 2 to 3 hours away just to use the tools and then have to drive all the way back. Especially like with like pricing for things that right now I know aren't great. So it does make doing those kind of things a bit more difficult to do. But it is something that I would love to get done. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I was trying to find Sam. What the? That was weird. I don't know what just happened there. What is that? I don't know what that was. I don't want the part of that. That was weird. What just happened there? I guess that was a boss or something. That health bar? I don't know. I guess I'm not going that way. I'm trying to get back home, really. That's what I'm trying to do, but I'm not succeeding at that task, mainly because I don't remember where I'm going. I don't remember which way I came from. I think this way. I think I'm close. Okay. I should be close. That's Savannah, and that's the only Savannah that I've seen that was near me. So it should be somewhere around here. Hopefully, I think. Maybe. Is this a different Savannah? Oh, I don't know where I am. This is not good. I guess I'll go back to where I know the old house is and go from there. I don't know entirely where I am in relation to anything. And I don't want to get caught out at night and get murdered by something. That's not what I'm trying to do right now. Probably be easier to go this mountain than it would to go around it. But yeah, I don't know what happened with that cliff situation. I guess my game lagged bad. It threw me off the cliff somehow. I wasn't going near the cliff, I don't think. But it is what it is. It has some issues. That's the first big issue I've had in this so far. Most of the time it's been pretty smooth, other than some of the small lag spikes here and there, but nothing like substantial like that. Okay, I really need to give me this. Just give me the dirt. I'm building up. I'm not trying to do this. I'm trying to navigate this. I really don't think I'm that far from where I was building my house. I can't be that far. I can't be that far. Okay, no. There it is right there. Okay, it should be over here. Okay, yeah, okay. I was right close to it. I just didn't go far enough to get to it yet. Seems like the problem. Yeah, that was the problem. I didn't go far enough. Yeah, okay. There's my house. I didn't go far enough. And I didn't get any sand either, so it is what it is. I have to get some more sand next stream. Get this house finished. And maybe get a farm going next stream as well. No, an hour isn't time to do much, but I want to keep it nice and concise for right now. That would change in the future once I'm able to start playing a lot more different games and uploading more content, uploading like the VODs and stuff to YouTube more regularly, which I just plan to start doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sorry, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So hopefully I can get that going. But I should have the first VOD up by next Monday, and then second stream Wednesday, third stream Friday, so on and so forth. And that should be the schedule for a while. well, at least while I'm getting into the swing of things. When I start doing longer streams, I might not stream as often. When I start doing longer streams, I might do um, more streams like on like Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, same with my upload schedule. But those streams will probably be different games, and I'll be in a better situation so I can give you guys better content because I don't want to give out purely just Minecraft for like 30 streams. But I will try and find some other stuff to play to make it more variety, get some more variety up on the Twitch channel and on the YouTube channel, so I don't end up getting thrown into the algorithm for getting making Minecraft content purely. But it has been an amazing stream. I have enjoyed the stream today, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. And I'll see